you should have a printout like this that tells you all the information about both teams, a little closer view. So you've got one team on one side, one on the other, and you're going to want to fill this out with a pen that should be on your desk. And there's a number usually right above the QR code to text a picture of this after the game is over. If you want to scan the QR code, you can get this video for instructions as well as be able to do it from an iPad if you'd like to do that instead. If you have the Events app downloaded from Players Cards Events, then you can find your event. So you'll hit Event, find your event, and on this page, you'll hit the More button. And if you are part of the event team, you'll probably see this participant first, switch to Event Staff role, and then from here, hit Game Score Sheet. Now this will try to find the score sheet based on the game that you've selected. If you hit from the schedule view the game that you are scorekeeping, you can do it that way as well to pull it up. As you can see here, this is just a basic filled out one. You can also hit on the upper right hand, there's a scan button. You can scan that same score sheet you had before, and then it will pull up the one that's specific to your game. So here we go. Here's the two teams that are playing. Now I'm using an iPad and an Apple Pencil, and I can start filling it out. So as teams are having fouls, like that's a big one to keep track of. You want to know how many fouls per half to get into whether there's foul trouble happening. You also want to keep the running score, so just go ahead and start ticking off as teams are scoring to make sure you've got a backup in case there's any questions arise from the scorekeeper or the clock person. All right, same with possession. So every possession that's changed, you're just going to hit a little tally here to change it back and forth. If you want to keep track of the points per player, you're welcome to do that here as well. You don't have to, but you can do that. And then at the end of the half, make sure everything looks good. You want to enter the final score. So let's say at the end of the game, we've got 23-40. You want to circle the team that won. During the game, you can hit this button right here, which will show you the score for each side. So you can go ahead and enter plus or down. You can also select to edit if you forgot for a while and want to do an update, you can do it that way as well. And then when you hit update, all the fans that are listening are going to get this update about the event. So I'll hit cancel on this one. At any time, maybe halftime or the end of the game, you can also hit announce, which will announce to everyone who's listening, who's a fan of both sides, both teams, what the score is. So make sure you do that. And then when the game is over, you're going to hit this little finish game. And again, you're going to enter that final score if you don't have it entered already and hit finalize. Now this will automatically advance any teams as well as finalize any pool results. So it's pretty important that you go ahead and do this. As a backup, you can share this. So you'll hit the share button, which will automatically send this image that you've done over to the event organizer. So whoever has their phone number that's entered in for sharing this score sheet, you just hit send, and then they'll get a text message with the scorecard. If you need to clear for any reason, you can say delete all. It's going to warn you though, because it's going to delete everything. Another way to do it, if you've got some mistakes that you've made and you're using the iPad app, you can just toggle on this eraser and erase that way as well. Another way to keep the score updated or finalize the game is going to be through the app by choosing which event you are at. So let's just pretend I'm at this event. I'm going to see their schedule. You'll see a schedule for the entire day as well, which is a little bit easier than choosing the team. But let's say this is the event that I'm scorekeeping for. I'll want to enter the live score, and it's the same as from the Scoresheet version of the iPad, and you can get to this from your phone as well. But again, you'll just enter the score, and this will automatically save as you're adding the score, and you can announce and end the game at any time.